Okay, I am Lola.
And together we are
Toby and Lola.
Lola and Toby. That's the name of our YouTube channel.
Oh,
Wait,
really?
we don't have a YouTube channel, do we? I heard a voice telling me you're going to Nigeria single, but you won't come back single. And I'm like, let
If you
me
want.
finish.
Ah, my God, my God. Please, is this peace?
No,
Thumbs up, please.
Here we
Man.
go again, here we go again, here we go again.
Yeah, I know you have a good voice. Toby and Lola.
Lola and Toby. So I always have to remind you why we are Lola and Toby.
My love, I need to put you first always.
So cute. I thought of a topic, and I haven't shared this with you so that this conversation will be as natural as possible.
Alrighty.
And the topic is matching your partner's energy. So I found something, a video, I came across a video on, I think it was Instagram, where this woman said how she and her partner, or she and her husband, that from time to time they check in on each other's energy. So sometimes she'll tell her husband, I'm at 20% today. So it means that he has to make up on the 80%. Or she would say, I'm at 20%. And
How
he
did
would
they
say,
check their battery?
hold on. Hold on. She'd say something like, I'm at 20% today. And the guy would be like, maybe I'm at 60%.
Okay.
And then both of them know that, okay, they're not there 100%. So they give each other grace based on how
Their battery level.
exactly, like how willing they are to function, which battery level. But yeah, be
Okay.
serious, oh, be serious.
I'm serious.
So yeah, that's the. I don't know if I've explained it very well, like the video that I saw, but the concept of this conversation is chatting about, like, how do you match your partner's energy? How do you make sure that when they're not able to be 100%, because we can't be 100% all the time. So how do you make sure you complement or fill in the gap or pick up where maybe they're not?
Hmm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
So yeah.
For me, I see it as at all times we have to be one team. So you need to always understand your partner's mood. If your partner is on 50%, is it battery? If they're on 50%, that is, if their mood is not 100%,
Yeah.
you need to match their energy. If you are with somebody, you must have taken your time, like you must have had enough time to understand, to study and understand them. Although that's a continuous endeavor anyway. It's not something that you just say, oh, I now understand this person. The person is growing, so you have to keep understanding. It's not that you think, oh, I have arrived there, I understand this person entirely. No, it's a continuous process. So you have to study your partner. At least you know the basics. So those are like the foundation that you build every other thing that you have to keep understanding. So the moment you're able to study your partner and understand them, the days where they are on 20%, you have to match their energy, because it feels somehow when you are all up there 100% and somebody around you doesn't understand, or your partner doesn't understand that this person is really happy or they feel really good about themselves at this time. I shouldn't just bring up an energy that will just make them feel like, oh, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to study your partner, understand your partner, and try to match their energy. Or sometimes, if you think they are really down there, like try to make them feel better.
I think it has to do a lot with having emotional intelligence, but also not being selfish. Because one thing that I've learned in, like, our marriage is you have to step out of self, because you know, you've been looking after yourself for a very long time. You understand your emotions, you understand your own energy, you understand your vibrations, like you understand everything. Well, not everything, but at least to a large extent, you know what makes you tick, you know what ticks you off. And it's very important that when you're with someone, especially when you're married to them, that you're able to look outside of yourself and like observe,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes little things like build up to big things, and those things that you think are insignificant will sometimes affect someone's mood. So that couple on TikTok, for instance, they're able to verbalize their energy and their emotions. In a lot of marriages, people are not actually sometimes not able to say, ah, I'm at 20% today, or I'm not feeling very okay. I don't have the energy for this, because people
Mm-hmm.
expect lovey every single time, which like the emotions should be there, but they're just, your partner might have a bad day at work, or
Sorry to interject.
yeah.
If I'm being honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
them being able to verbalize their emotions
Mm-hmm.
is what works for them.
Yeah.
Um, that we shouldn't think, oh, because they are being able to do that,
Mm-hmm.
it applies to everyone.
Yeah, of course,
You need to,
I agree. Yeah.
aside from everything that was talking about, you also need to study what works for your relationship.
Mm.
If being verbal about these things works for you, fantastic.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Don't you think it is helpful to be verbal on things like basic things, like to communicate basic things like how you're feeling? There are certain things that sometimes, even because even you as a human being, you might not be able to articulate your feelings about something because you're either not familiar with it, or you're used to just living with something and not
Mm-hmm.
verbalizing it. Like,
You know,
don't you think some basic things have to be communicated so that your partner doesn't get the wrong idea?
so the thing is, you are very correct.
Mm-hmm.
In an ideal situation, one should try to verbalize their emotions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But we are all raised
Differently.
differently.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Some people were raised to bottle their emotions, like
Mm.
they weren't raised
Some
to,
were raised with hugs and kisses. Some were raised with my friend, get out of this house and go to school.
you know. So we're
True.
all
Yeah.
raised differently. So
Mm.
you just, like I said earlier, you just need to study your partner,
Mm-hmm.
understand them, know the basics, then keep building on that understanding that you have. Keep building on it. Keep understanding that as this person grows,
Mm-hmm.
and as I'm growing also, would react differently to different things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, emotional intelligence, like you said, that's one
Mm.
thing that everyone should just take note of.
Yeah.
You have to study your relationship. What works for your own relationship? What we are saying now could possibly work for a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah, and somebody might be watching this and go, ah, this doesn't happen in my relationship. Then my relationship is not working.
No, it's
But
working.
that's not the case, because I agree with you. Like, you need to, like, the basics are, you know, understanding your partner, understanding what works for them, but not applying every single thing that you see online or every single thing
Hmm.
that you hear from people to your relationship. Because I'm not gonna lie, there are
Yeah.
some things I see online sometimes, and I just tell myself, if I wasn't like emotionally strong, or if I didn't have a good understanding of who I'm married to, or the agreements that or I won't say agreement, I think the understanding that we both share, that
Yeah.
we've even talked about it. Like, if I didn't have that, there are some things I'll see online and I'll just maybe go to my husband and say, why are you not doing this?
Hmm.
Why aren't you? Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
social media nowadays,
It can be toxic, in as much as the advent of social media really um, helped a lot of people.
mm-hmm.
Um, it could also just be very, very toxic.
Yeah.
Um, if I go into this topic now, we probably just exceed the time limits
I
that
think
we've
this
set.
is something that we can pick up like in another
Yeah,
conversation.
we can.
Social media, and this is something we need to unpack, right? Social media has done a lot, some good, some bad, in terms of just influencing people
On
in
both ends,
marriages.
I
Yeah.
think social media has been a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
because in as much as
Camera died.
camera didn't go off, this is what happens when you don't charge your camera battery. Um,
Camera died. Yes or no?
no, it did not died.
It's not died.
Mm.
What happened to it?
It fainted.
God. Anyway, I've lost my train of thoughts, but I think this was a good topic, and I think we're kind of saying we'll unpack some of the things around like social media and the
Yeah.
influence on marriage and all of that.
And feminism and all of that.
Feminism, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Until some other time, that will be the end of this episode.
Yes.
Love you guys.
I'm gonna love you and leave you.
Thank you for always watching.
Wait.
Peace.
Oh, sweet baje. Walai.
It means
Lie.
like I'm really sweet.
Sweeting, bro. Sweetie, have you sweetie?